Combustion.
You ain't not tuned in to Lost Yards. We got to tell you, let's kick it off. Don't try to go, we gon' pick it off. Don't try to run or I might have to sit my thumb. If you betting, just know how to pick 'em, dog. Hit the field and just play your position, dog. Lost yards like a sack when we hit 'em. Lost yards, took 'em back, give you in the ball, it can go all the way. Rep make the call, they don't know how to play. You getting chucked if you stay in my way. We all took a loss, it's just part of the game. Keep out the lose, it's just part of the name. I would just love to move and be part in the change. We all want the chip, I ain't talking about legs. Get a pick on with six if we throw it our way. Bring your stats in case you ain't see it. This all gonna tell you how coaches perceive it. I'm just gonna get my true sense for no reason. Then play it off like the end of the season. You ain't not tuned in to Lost Yards. We got the tutty, let's kick it off. Don't try to throw, we gon' pick it off. Don't try to run or I might have to stick my dog. If you bet it, just know how to pick 'em, dog. Hit the field and just play your position, dog. Lost yards like a sack when we hit 'em. Lost yards, took 'em back and we win. You ain't not tuned in to Lost Yards. We got the tutty, let's kick it off. Don't try to throw, we gon' pick it off. Don't try to run or I might have to stick my dog. If you bet it, just know how to pick 'em, dog. Hit the field and just play your position, dog. Lost yards like a sack when we hit 'em. Lost yards, took 'em back and we winning.
What's the word?
Yo,
That's good.
What's the word? Oh fuck! Knocking cans down. Knocking cans down. We outside. It's empty. I prepared.
if that intro doesn't get you fucking hyped, I don't know what will. I'm just saying.
On God, I look for it. This is like my favorite day of the week now. Tuesday, besides Sunday.
Yeah.
I just
Tuesday?
look for. Yeah.
Bro, I was like, I forgot it was Tuesday this morning, and I'm sitting there playing 2K, and I'm like, oh shit, it's fucking Tuesday. But that's that's just my situation right now. With my situation, I forget what the fucking day of the week is, but that's totally fun. And yeah, Tuesday, I'm excited. I realized the only thing I did in terms of research was watch 90% of the games. I missed a few things, but I did see highlights to cover my tracks there. I found myself fucking watching 4 games on my TV on Sunday at 1:00 because, all right, so this is my first year in fantasy for those that may not know. So Sunday morning comes and I'm like, all right, I start to prep my day and I didn't leave my bed at all Sunday. I stayed in my bed. My wife shouts out to my wife. She's amazing. She brought me things all day long. I didn't have to leave my bed besides to go to the bathroom. So I stayed there and I watched football, but 1:00 came, and legit, I had most of my games playing. So I'm like, fuck. I had 4 games on the TV, 2 games on my phone, and I was fucking going through it, dog. Going through it. Why can't... All right, here's my gripe right now. Let me start with one. With this fucking YouTube TV shit, why can't I pick 4 games of my choosing to have on the fucking screen?
Wait, you
Why
can't.
do you give me...
No, it has it preset, and it's usually like 1 or 2 that are good, and then the other 2 are just ass that you don't even want to watch.
Wait a second. I just literally on my YouTube TV on my Sunday ticket, I was able. There was an option where it said choose your 4 games, and I did it.
Watch it from the PC or something.
What do you mean? I was watching on my TV.
I don't have that fucking option, bro.
Oh, you have to just pull up my place then. I'll put on whatever game you want.
Bro, I'm over there struggling hard. Struggling hard. I got some bullshit, bro. Either way, it was a great Sunday. It was a weird Sunday. A lot of games went weird, man. I don't know how y'all want to jump into it. My bullet points aren't very fucking lengthy. So, hey, look, we're here, man. Lost Yards, episode 2. Welcome. If you're in the building, hit that thumbs up button for me real quick. Let me know that you're here.
Heart it, like it, subscribe, do what you got to do.
That'd be love.
Give us some love.
Show us some love.
Appreciate it all.
We're here.
We outside.
1-0 across the board. Some of us.
I guess we could kind of just run through the games real quick. Everybody kind of just give how they feel about each game, and then we can just go at it after that. First of all, shout out to Coach Saul, this guy right here. Who said Notre Dame was overrated? We'll go to college real quick.
All right.
Yeah, he did.
Who said Notre Dame was overrated? This guy. Dude, and that was my NIU Huskies that went in there and busted them up. And I don't want to hear nobody say you're a bandwagon. If you look at my college football and you load it up, the team that loads up is NIU. That's the team that loads up. So, but yeah, for them to come in there and beat them, I said it. And there's a guy at my work that's a huge Notre Dame fan, and I, Anyways, we'll go into the games. We'll actually go to NFL here. That was like my quick little shout out to Notre Dame.
No, they
dropped to what, 17th from number 5?
I think it was 16, 17, and then NIU actually got 25.
Wow.
So it's the first MAC team in there really quick. So that's nice. All right. So we all know my game, Baltimore, Kansas City, my boys lost it by a toe, whole toe.
That's crazy. No, that was a toenail. It wasn't even a muffin.
Yeah.
Toe.
Yeah.
It was the clippings.
It's interesting to see how the week develops and people start pulling up the film. All those penalties they kept calling on the Ravens for the illegal formation, and then you go and watch and you see that the freaking Kansas City's doing the same thing, if not worse. And then that right guard was pulling out before the ball was snapping almost every other time. It was insane just to watch how blatantly whatever.
Certain teams are protected, man.
I'm a Ravens fan, but if we're gonna call it fair. That's it. That's all I ask. If you're gonna call it one way, call it the other way, and that didn't happen. And
it's either you want to be super strict and call every little thing, but do it for both sides, or
exactly
let them play ball. Let them
play.
There are certain refs that do either side, but if you're going to do it fair on both sides.
Because even the announcers were like, "Dude, come on, man! That's like you're calling a credit card here at this point. That's what you're doing." And then you could see that Kansas City was worse aligned than us at some points, and they weren't called. So, again, I don't want to sound like a sour Ravens fan. It is what it is. Just game one. Not worried about it. We got a whole season left. There's plenty of football left for us to do what we got to do. I do think Derrick Henry needs to step up a little bit. But I think that has to do with them allowing Lamar Jackson to call the plays in the huddle because he has complete control of the offense. And he feels like he still has to control everything, and everything is on his shoulders, and he needs to understand that he has a team now, and he has a well put together team. He didn't have a lot of time. I saw they got a lot of pressure on him. So that's just my take.
Jones was going crazy.
Yeah.
He was in the backfield constantly.
A lot.
But I will say this, you're talking about your cons. What did you see that you liked from your team?
Like, the defense,
what was something that stood out?
So I know that the defense at some points didn't look that great, but I feel like we just needed to get back into it. We're all on the field. I hate to say we started slow there. We did. We started real slow, but we're going to have a good 1-2 punch, and it's going to be, and you can see it when they execute it properly. People are so worried about Derrick Henry that when Lamar pulls that ball and he goes, he's getting a shit ton of yards.
Mm-hmm.
But Lamar has to let Derrick Henry take some of those snaps. So that's what I saw. So that 1-2 combo is going to be great. As far as like the receivers and everything, you didn't really see a lot of it towards the end. I unfortunately had to go to bed by the fourth quarter.
So you missed the ending.
I did.
Damn.
When I woke up in the morning and the first thing I opened up was a toe touching the end zone, I knew immediately that we lost, and I was like, "Damn it!" So
it's crazy.
I knew immediately that we lost.
Yeah.
As soon as you see the picture of his toe circled,
yeah, I was like,
"Yeah, fuck! I don't even want to see the highlights."
We lost.
It's crazy.
All right, Deuce, your Eagles at Green Bay. No, not at Green Bay. It was a home game for y'all in Brazil.
Hey, bro, look, the Eagles were the only team in the NFL to have a 100-plus yard rusher and 270-plus yard receivers in week one. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and Saquon Barkley. Even though Jalen Hurts looked fucking, I don't even know, bro, inconsistent as ever, and fucked up off the rip as if he hasn't seen a football in 2.5 years. Off rip. I know we're working with a new center under Jurgens, and that's cool. But he's gonna get it together, I'm sure. We had some failed
There
tush pushes
was
too.
some timing issues between those two.
Offensively, I'm happy with our core in terms of our wideout and in terms of our running back and Saquon. Extremely happy. And then we got Gainwell too. Gainwell does his fucking thing. People sleep on Gainwell. So in terms of our offensive core, I'm super happy with it. Our defense, though, showed out, bro. Showed the fuck out. And I seen people said, oh, they still have a lot to work on. Bro, they tried fucking Quinyon Mitchell off the rip, dog. Off the rip, they tried his soul, bro.
So
And he wasn't having it.
I watched bits and pieces of that game. That turf was atrocious.
Terrible.
Awful.
Terrible.
I'm not gonna kill them too much. It's made for soccer. I don't know if it's a different kind of field, different kind of soil, different kind of whatever. There's a science behind it, and I'm not him on that subject of matter. But Jordan Love, 34 for 17.
But they were talking. I was talking to somebody about that. They said that with the difference in the soil and the field is that soccer is made to be more light and swift, where football is heavy and you're digging in. That's why you kept seeing them like slipping and shit.
Hey,
That's
bro,
the reason why it don't work.
How about this? Instead of saying, oh, we care about the fucking players, we care about their safety, go ahead and put fucking gigantic fucking bobblehead helmets on them and let them fucking run around the field to be safe from fucking concussions. Matter of fact, let's double up, man. Let's double down. Let's send them to a place where the fields aren't fucking consistent for football play at all. Let's really just go ahead and break these guys' legs and ankles. And
what about putting them in Brazil out of all places? Brazil is dangerous.
Bro,
they had to go in armored buses.
It don't make no
to the
fucking
game.
sense.
It made no sense.
I feel like the NFL just didn't consider like anything. They just said, "Oh, cool, Brazil sounds cool. Let's put a game there."
They literally told the players, "Leave your electronics and money home if you go out."
Yes.
Yeah.
Awful
And
decision.
half of them were like, "We're just gonna stay in our rooms." Like, fuck it.
But I want to bring this up. I do want to bring this up again. Like, do y'all understand? Jordan Love threw 34 and only 17 completions.
That's bad. So it's not. That's mid.
It's not the worst that happened. Week 1, like the worst completion rating, but it's not good.
Bro.
It's not a good one. Like the dude, it's what I said. I said it last week that I said teams that are going to be. Remember we were talking about the divisions, and I said Jordan Love, you're going to see who he really is now.
And he's hurt.
They tried to pass the ball 34 times, and only 17 were caught. That is not good. You are dumping the ball. That is 1, 2, 3 out. 1, 2, 3 out. How many 1, 2, 3 outs did they have to go through? That poor defense for Green Bay suffered.
I would like to see how many times did he check down to Jacobs and shit like the short passes or the little screen shits. Because to me, like, so out of those 17, how many was probably check downs?
Right.
How
and
much
he got hurt.
Pay these motherfucking quarterbacks.
Oh, and that's true. He got hurt. He's hurt. We don't know how severe. And now there's rumor that apparently the rumor mill going around, ready for this, is they want Justin Fields from the Steelers.
Could you imagine
the amount they're paying these quarterbacks? I looked this shit up earlier just to fucking be like, bro, what about, in my mind, it's like they're almost, I know how they say they reset the market, but resetting the market to them is raising the market. When I hear the word reset the market, I'm thinking about pay these motherfuckers less, bring it back down to a fucking minimum for these cocksuckers, and let them work their ass off for getting paid again, bro. Because look at the difference here. There's some differences right here that'll blow your mind. Dak Prescott makes $31.5 million to what Troy Aikman made $1 million. That's the difference between the pay there. There's other ones here like let's go Jimmy Garoppolo, $26.5 million to Joe Montana's $2.5 million.
Yeah, Garoppolo is nowhere near.
Yeah,
Take
that's
them
the
back
thing.
down.
Garoppolo.
Take them back down to a point where they have to fucking really eat and fucking. It's not going to make them starve. They're not going to starve again. They're still going to be
No,
paid
no.
at the highest level. But at the same time, now you're raising your level cap, your salary cap for your entire fucking team. Now, motherfuckers can really plan their coaching and all that extra shit. Spread the money around again. The way that this shit is funneled into quarterbacks and wide receivers right now is completely ruining the fucking game and the way these teams are built and designed. It's insane because what they're doing is they're taking advantage of rookies. They're taking rookie contracts. That let's look at San Francisco. Exactly that, so that they can build a super team around a rookie fucking contract, which is absolutely bullshit. Because at the end of the year, now, isn't it? This is last year. They have to restructure Purdy's contract next year. What do you do at that point? Because now you have to deconstruct your entire team, or motherfuckers ain't get. You already seen what happened with IU. Like it's bro. So with the way that this shit is funneled and this money is funneled into quarterbacks and these wide receivers, fucking crying for fucking whatever it is for an extra 100,000 over top of the next person is crazy. You're making fucking tons of money, and then you go out there, and it makes us look at you even worse when I sit there and I see IU drop these weird ass passes, bro, or he stops mid route. It's shit like that. Now you just fucking cried, bro, but you're gonna play like an asshole. So work for your money again, bro. Y'all already make a ton of fucking money. You're already set for life. A lot of y'all are already set for life off rip, the wide receivers and quarterback course. Y'all come out here, and then on top of it, you look at people like Daniel Jones. Like, what the fuck is going on, dog? This guy, it's almost like he got paid, and he just don't even care anymore. He's paid now. What the fuck? Don't matter.
He goes into every game, and he just looks lost.
Well,
We'll get to him. We'll get to him. Let's
bro,
finish running down these.
I think
scores.
his eyes are too close together, bro.
Oh
Thanks
my
a
God.
lot.
See, here you go.
He drops
you
back
go.
to Cyclops the field. It's crazy.
Well, you know what? We're done talking about it. I guess
Pittsburgh, Atlanta. Here we go.
Pittsburgh, Atlanta.
Pittsburgh comes out with a victory, 18-10.
After
Atlanta
6 field goals,
I know
won that game.
That's
such a
Pittsburgh is not
Pittsburgh
good.
steal.
Again, Pittsburgh is not a good team. They're just going to be blah. They have no quarterback identity. They can just kind of move the ball a little bit, just enough to get themselves in field goal range, and thank God that they have a good kicker. Atlanta, what a disappointment, in my opinion. That was probably going to be one of the easier teams you play this year outside of their defense, realistically. But damn, you did nothing. Good job, Kirk Cousins. You're goated.
He got his ass busted all game too. I was watching the highlights today.
Yeah.
It almost looked like a Steelers home game in Atlanta. That was the crazy thing. I think Kirk Cousins was running a silent count at his home stadium. That's really pathetic.
Hold on, I'm trying to pull up Kirk Cousins' stats.
So that's how the Commanders
on the
Minnesota
second
game
page
in FedEx.
Yeah, a couple was it last season or 2 years ago? Yeah,
I was there at the game. Yeah, I've never seen so much purple in a different. Like, I saw more Vikings fans walking up. I walked with the whole crowd of Vikings fans. I felt at home. I was like, all right, what's up?
So, Kirk Cousins ended that night. Attempted 26, completed 16, which isn't terrible, but only 155 passing yards, man. Like and 2 interceptions.
And he's got all these weapons.
Yep,
he's got all these weapons. So, bust there.
I guess we'll see. No, it's still early. Like I said, it's still early. We still got a lot of football left. We do.
Would you consider the Falcons offense an overreaction that they're going to be a bust this year?
Yeah. No, I don't think they're going to be a bust. I think they'll be a contender in there with all those people. That's really it.
Yes, go.
Hey, shout out to my dad.
All right, now let's move on to Arizona Buffalo. Holy shit. Buffalo's looking strong as hell. Arizona was winning the game.
That.
Yeah,
but he had to come. Like, this is the thing. I feel like Josh Allen puts himself in weird ass, fucked up predicaments and just be like, "Let me show out," right? Like, it's like he almost throws the first quarter, just to be like, "Let me just fucking show out real quick." I don't know, man. He makes me uncomfortable, man. Watching that guy makes me uncomfortable, bro.
Let me ask you guys on this. Is Buffalo just that good, or do you think the Cardinals are just that bad to choke a lead like that? I mean, the Cardinals were beating the shit out of Buffalo in the first half. I mean, they were taking them to town.
I think that it was that much of a mismatch. I don't think that it's either way.
You think Josh Allen just got to a bad start?
Yeah, like I said, I think he fucking does it on purpose, dog. Like, I think he's like,
Yeah.
fuck it.
Well, he has no one to throw to, which is crazy. Dalton Kincaid, okay, you could debate.
But at the same time,
but-
bro, I didn't see fucking like he didn't let fucking James Cook. He didn't let him.
James Conner. Oh, James Cook on
Yeah,
Buffalo.
like it's not even like you have at least a couple options back there for the run game, but you didn't even go to get that started like that either. So I don't know, man. I feel like he doesn't really. I don't know. I don't know if he's. I feel like Josh Allen is either extrememely good or extremely inconsistent, and I don't fucking know the diff. I don't know.
All right, so if you're looking at Josh Allen went 23 for 18, so he didn't throw a lot, but a lot of them fell complete, and he had 232 passing yards. So his boys really did carry him through. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. I mean, he did his thing. And then if you go and look over at his boy James Cook, which is his number 1 back, he had 71 rushing yards. So,
and that's it.
Yeah. So I mean, it's they just have a really good team. I think honestly, that defense is stout as hell, and they have a pretty good backing. Like you said, the biggest question for them is just their wide receiver core.
Right.
But clearly, they can do shit. Clearly, they can do shit because going 23 for 18, that's either all his passes were bombs, which we could look up here, and only 3 of them were 20-plus yards. None of his passes were over 40 yards. So his receivers were doing all the work on those passes.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Rack.
I got a hot take for the Buffalo Bills. I could see them as a potential landing spot for Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
Because from my understanding, he's been wanting out of Las Vegas. So
It's dying down there.
So I don't know.
You watched that show. He was saying this shit in that show too. That was last year. Last year he was trying to get the fuck out of there and just not happy.
All right, so we're going to go on to the next game. We're going to go on to Tennessee and Chicago. Talk about a flop in 2 ways. We can talk about Caleb Williams absolutely dropping a fucking fat deuce on the floor and not doing a goddamn thing. And then we can talk about Tennessee taking a 17-0 lead and then dropping that lead and letting the Bears have the biggest comeback that they've had since 2001, I believe is what it was.
Yeah,
So
I was going
anyway,
to paint my nails for this episode.
Oh, bro. Here we go. So pretty. Yeah, we can go into the stats real quick for. Hold on, guys. I have to go to the next page because that's how bad Caleb Williams' stats were.
Terrible.
His completion rating was probably like a 3.
But he doesn't care about stats.
He doesn't care about stats, guys.
He doesn't care about
stats.
My guy was all about stats till that fucking game.
93 total yards, 29 attempts, 14 completions, boys. That's it. His longest pass was 13 yards. 13. If you didn't, one and a trace.
Hey, my man came out showing out in preseason. Motherfuckers was about to just drop rose petals at his feet. I just painted toenails.
And the thing about it was, he was going against the Titans. That's the thing.
I felt
Tennessee
so bad.
Titans.
I felt because I definitely steered Wavy wrong because he was talking about his other league and he was like, "Oh well, Caleb Williams is play." I said, "Bro, they're gonna have a great game. If he's playing like everybody's expecting him to, he's gonna have a great game." No. Fucking did I steer that man directly?
Oh god!
And I didn't bring it up again. Neither did he, thankfully. So we haven't had to talk about it. But yeah, I steered it directly into a wall.
Oh my god! Please post this comment. Please just show this comment. Absolutely. That my man.
I love that shit.
Georgia just said.
You know what? I'm not against it, bro. I don't think that's a hot
Okay.
take.
I wish I had some tequila right now to drink to that.
I mean,
Yeah.
Daniel Jones couldn't even put in a touchdown on the Vikings. So
Hey, listen.
No, he got a touchdown on with the Vikings. He threw it to him,
Nope.
and they ran it back for a pick six.
exactly.
I don't think it's a hot take, man.
Dak went out
So-
there and showed out, and he goes there and says that about fucking Jones when that guy couldn't do shit.
So going back to this real quick, going back to this Bears game, it's pretty rough, boys. We're talking about DeAndre Swift, their featured running back, a whole 30 yards. What's the
That's not
situation?
good.
What's the situation?
I love Swift. Bro, I loved him on the Eagles. I don't think he got the shine like he was supposed to, because we just stopped running the fucking ball. But I don't know.
I think he
I don't
let a
know
lot of.
If
Go
I
ahead.
can blame anything other than that O-line at this point, because
It's
if Caleb Williams is running for his life, which I could actually, hold on, let me tell y'all real quick how many times he was sacked. I don't think he got sacked a lot. He did
Oh, he
run
got
the ball. I
sacked
mean, he is a
twice.
runner. He is a runner.
wasn't worse than the fucking Browns O line. It wasn't worse than the fucking
True.
Browns O line.
We'll
He
get
got
to that.
sacked
We'll get.
twice.
Don't you worry. We'll get to that.
He got sacked twice.
He only got sacked twice.
Yeah.
So,
And then-
I think a lot of fantasy owners suffered from DeAndre Swift.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because that's the number one back there, and
Yeah.
he couldn't do realistically anything. Let's see, did he run the ball?
Yeah,
Caleb
Caleb Williams had
DeAndre Swift. You got to think
Caleb
about
Williams. He
No, seriously, you got to
15
think about the
yards.
fucking. Think about the type of
15
runner
rushing
DeAndre
yards.
Swift is. He's the type of runner that hesitates off the snap. He hesitates a half a second, bro. Lets the line develop, and then he pushes through. It's the O line, bro. That's the type of runner he is. He almost half steps off the fucking take, lets the line develop, and that's what I loved about him with us, because there was a fucking line to develop, but there's zero line to develop, so it's just gonna cave in on him every single fucking time. He's a small guy. He's not a fucking Derrick Henry. He's not gonna fucking punch through.
Right.
He's the guy that he looks for the holes. And if there's no fucking hole, it's collapsing every time.
All right, let's try and run through these real quick. We'll get to the ones of our team. Sorry for everybody else, but real quick, Cincy, New England, 16, New England, Cincy 10.
crazy.
I told y'all Joe Burrow is overrated and he ain't going to do shit. And what did he do? He shit the bed against a shitty Patriots team. No, they're not that good. They just played a shitty Bengals. Everybody keeps basing this Bengals team off of like fucking 2 years ago. Not the same team. How do you have T. Higgins and how do you have fucking what's his name?
Jamar Chase.
Chase.
Well,
And
T. Higgins was hurt though. He didn't play.
Oh, he didn't play? Oh,
No,
my
he
bad.
didn't play,
I didn't watch
so-
that game. I didn't watch the
he didn't
game.
play.
So
They didn't have a healthy T. Higgins. They didn't have a 100% Jamar Chase either. Let's pull up Jamar Chase's stats real quick. I'm gonna pull it up for you. I'll save you some time. Jamar Chase had 6 catches and 62 yards, no touchdowns. So all that contract BS for nothing. Going back to
Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly, bro.
all
That's
that money
shit.
talk. Yeah,
You look like a
Joe-
fucking dickhead at that point.
Joe
Yep.
Burrow actually didn't do too bad. He went 29. He threw 29, completed 21, but it was only 164 yards. So all those plays are quick dumps. He had shit. How many? His longest play was 28 yards. Like, what's going on? Why are all these plays these short, tiny plays?
I was going to bring that up earlier when you were talking about it. It's like the entire NFL is on this screen,
Yeah.
fucking
Dunk,
quick
duck
pass
and
shit.
dive, go and let the wide receiver shine. All right, whatever.
moving
All
on.
right, we'll go to Houston, Indianapolis. Great fucking game. AR-15 shined.
CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud shined. They both looked amazing. I thought I was dead in the water when Jalen Hurts put up 40-something points, and then here comes AR-15, and he drops 49 points, actually more than Jalen Hurts. The kid popped off. I am a huge fan of him. I'm a huge Florida fan. So when people ask me, let me correct this. I am a huge the state of Florida fan. I like Miami, the U. I like the Gators. I like Florida State. I like UCF, all those top teams. I just like them all. I don't care if you have a problem with it. I was raised here, but I wasn't born here. So, and for him to be a Florida quarterback, yeah, I'm happy for him. Oh, 100%. Indy and Houston are
100%,
playoff
yeah.
squads. Oh, 100%.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
They're going to have a great year. Those two teams, there's really nothing else you can say than they're both destined to do great. And it's just literally going to be a shootout, and whoever gets the last possession is going to win the game whenever they play each other again.
For sure.
Anybody else?
And no, I think I'm excited to see what the Houston offense still has to bring. I think that was just a little, just an inkling of what they had to offer. I think they can be more explosive than that.
Oh yeah,
They have all the pieces. They have everything, running back and receivers.
Ravens fans, salute. I see.
oh yeah.
There you go. There you go, coach.
I got my
Coach
got
him one.
I actually, hell yeah. I actually got this. Well, I coached football for a while, and one of my players, shout out to the Kuznoffs, they went to the Baltimore game. They were huge Miami fans, and they went to the Baltimore Stadium, and they were giving these out. Yeah, no, lost by a toenail, and they were giving these out, and they actually grabbed it for me and then brought it back, and this was actually given out that day for free. So.
Yo, shout out to Isaiah Likely, man. Because, like, if he, like, honestly, a half a shoe size bigger, smaller.
Yeah, but he also fucked me in he also absolutely shafted me in fantasy.
Hey, how about
But
what if he was
I'm gonna
Deion
say
Sanders?
this,
Do you
though.
think you think his toe crosses the line?
You said what?
I said, what if it was Deion Sanders? Do you think the toe crosses the line because he doesn't have any?
I think there was a meme about that or something. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
All right,
If Dom will make
bumping,
one tonight for us.
right, bumping over. We got Miami, Jacksonville. Miami sneaks one out at a Jacksonville with a 20-17 win, which actually Tua was the number one quarterback with the most passing yards in week one with 338 passing yards. So shout
I
out to
almost
Tua.
shit my fucking bed when my wife came in and said, "Oh, fucking Tyreek just got arrested." I fucking shit a little bit.
That's interesting.
That's my prized possession right now. I almost
Right.
said shit a little fucking bit. A little bit. I said, "What the fuck are you talking about? You're lying to me right now. You're reading old fucking news."
It was bad.
Did he impregnate another person? That might be a thing.
Oh, he has what?
Come
5
here-
baby mamas already?
For you to come in here and tell me he's arrested right now is fucking nonsense. Makes no sense. We got like 20 minutes. What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about?
You were about to
I
get
looked it up,
shit
sure enough, all over fucking TikTok, all over Instagram. My man's fucking
Twitter, just
My
yeah.
man's knee to the fucking back of his fucking neck. Hey, yo.
Appreciate it. Thank you. I know, man. I love the scarf. It's phenomenal.
I went through
Shout
it for
out.
a little bit.
Went through
I
it.
didn't know what the fuck to do. I looked at my bench. I said, "Oh fuck, this is what I didn't need this. Didn't ask for this."
All right, now we
Needless to
got
say, we were all right.
we
That's
bump
all we
over
got to say
to
about that game.
New
That's all we
Orleans. New Orleans and Carolina. New Orleans
Jesus,
put the
that was bad.
smackdown.
That was
Carolina.
bad.
They just put
That's
their
another
foot down their
overrated.
throat.
47-10. If you didn't watch that, if you would just want to see like a dead body, that's what you'll see there. All right, we'll bump over to my boys over here, Mr. E, his team, his Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings. Go to the Giants and demolish them. That defense was firing off on all cylinders. Now, here's my question to you, and this is your honest assessment. Put your bias aside, my friend. Are the Minnesota Vikings that good, or are the Giants that bad?
I think the Giants are that bad.
Okay.
Honestly, like now, look,
That defense looked good, though.
I saw good things,
Right.
and obviously, you got to think too. Addison went out in the third, so he's hurt. Hawkinson's out for the first month, so all of our pieces weren't even there. If you think about
Right.
that, in that
Right,
aspect,
right.
what I did like was Darnold looked confident when he had time, but the thing
Yes.
is, it's the Giants front line.
He had 208 passing yards, 24 attempts, 19 completed, 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. He never really went for yard.
He didn't do anything really deep.
Yeah, but he had a
40,
sick.
he had a 44.
Hit a 44.
Yeah,
That's sick.
but
That Jefferson touchdown was sick though.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I will say
Actually,
that
surprisingly, he's one of the ones that he went over 20 3 times, over 40 twice. So it's not bad compared to some of the other guys we were looking at. They didn't do 28 was their 18 was their farthest. Like, what is this? what is this? Pee Wee Pop Warner? So
yeah,
enough said about that.
In all honesty, I do think that they look good. I do want to see a more of a challenge, though. I can't get a fair assessment, honestly, because Giants.
who do you guys got
flat.
next?
I don't even
Who the
know,
Vikings
to
have
be
next?
honest with you.
I got it right here. Vikings play the they host the 49.
Oh, so there we go. We're gonna see something. We're
Uh,
gonna see ass whooping.
all of our eyes just went.
Yeah. Now I will say this though. I do like Brian Flores as a defensive coordinator. I think he does very well scheming wise. It makes it hard for a quarterback to do a pre-read. I do like that. I've always liked him as a defensive coordinator, but yeah, it's gonna be a test. We're probably gonna get an ass whooped, but if we don't, that would be what shows me. But
Hey,
we're
fellas.
probably gonna get we're 40, 50 to 10.
All right, we'll bump over next to the next game. Los Angeles Chargers beat the Las Vegas Raiders 22-10. Lost.
I tell you what, the only thing that was really interesting about that game, in my opinion, was the fight that happened in the fourth quarter.
Oh yeah, that was pretty interesting.
I mean, other than
That was
that, there was
wild.
just bland ass game. J.K. Dobbins. I mean, that was another shocker though that came out of that game. Everyone's predicting that he's gonna be like the running back number 2, but he went off, and yeah.
He did his
So
thing. No, he did his
J.K.
thing.
Dobbins is fire, but the problem is he's always hurt.
yeah, he
Yeah.
can't
He's
stay
good when he's
healthy.
playing, but he doesn't stay healthy.
All right, bumping over. We got Seattle beating the Denver Broncos 26-20. I don't really care. Cool.
Bo
Good for y'all.
Nix looked decent. I will say that.
He threw it. How many interceptions did he throw?
Bo Nix? Okay, well, never mind. Let's see. He threw only 2. He threw 2 interceptions.
2 of them? I thought he did 2. Yeah.
He had 138 passing yards, 42
Only
pass
2 is a
attempts.
lot.
Yeah,
Only 2.
only 2.
Only
That's
2 is a lot.
That is a lot.
Look, when you're an Eagles fan, only 2 is
True.
only
He
2.
did have a rushing touchdown though. Bo Nix did have a rushing touchdown.
All right, up next we have the Dallas Cowboys beat the Cleveland Browns. All right, next after that is Tampa Bay.
Oh, yeah, you really have to skip that, huh? I see how it is.
No. Dallas
Ah.
beating the shit out of Cleveland 33-17. Are y'all that good, or was Cleveland overrated?
I'm gonna agree. I go to the same thing as E. I think that Cleveland was missing both their starting offensive tackles, so that really just allowed Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence just to go in there and eat Deshaun Watson for dinner.
It was a buffet.
Right.
Yeah, it was a buffet. One thing that I really was hype about was our new left tackle Tyler Guyton. He totally shut down Myles Garrett. I mean, Myles Garrett was just not him that game. He was just a totally different player that game, and just could not get to Dak Prescott.
So interestingly enough, Dak Prescott kind of played like shit. 32 attempts, 19 completions, 179 yards. He had a passer rating of 59%.
Yeah, it was to be
touchdown.
expected. I feel like he didn't get that much work in the offseason. I don't think he didn't really have that exciting of a
Just
of a
got
camp.
paid.
He just got paid. Yeah,
I don't want to hear your fucking excuses. Matter of
Hey.
fact, we're gonna stop you.
Literally
All right, stop
minutes
enough.
before the fucking
Flag.
game.
If I had a
Fucking
flag,
That
I
is
would
a
have hit
flag
you in
on
the
play.
forehead
Yes.
with it so hard.
You just
right
went
now.
to defend that, and you should be pissed as a Dallas Cowboys fan that man just got y'all taking so much money from y'all, and that's what he put up on the fucking board. I'm sorry, no, thank you. You cannot
I
justify
guess I'm
that
getting
at all.
muted for 3 minutes. Oh man.
Hey, for those of y'all that don't know, we're gonna try and do this thing where we have flags, and if somebody says something a little bit like what
Fucking
this man
stupid.
just said, we're gonna be throwing flags on them.
I would
All right.
I feel like he might get the most flags.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. It's
Obviously,
cowboyisms.
obviously, cowboyism, 100%.
It's cowboyisms. All right. So we're gonna go Tampa Bay. Commanders, no surprise. Commanders lose. You know who looked amazing?
Jaden Daniels.
Well, Baker Mayfield first.
Oh yeah. Thank God, because I was hoping you were going to say Jaden Daniels because I'm as a Washington hater. But
Yeah,
yes,
no.
Baker Mayfield looked amazing.
Yeah,
I feel a
Mayfield looked
certain way
great.
about Baker Mayfield, man. There's a certain type of revenge in my heart and soul and my blood that I have for that man that I can't see him do well. I don't care.
I don't like him neither. I'm not a fan of him. He can do whatever he wants. All right. Going on to the next one. Great game here. Detroit versus LA came down to the wire. I was
heavily surprised.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm a
It shouldn't have been
low-key
that.
Detroit Lions fan. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm that's like the little
Can't
team
have
that could
3
for me.
teams, coach.
Okay. Listen to me.
Fucking bullshit.
I am
You're about to
I
get
have
flagged
one
too, man.
team that I always rep. I am forced to be an Atlanta Falcons fan with my brother-in-law and my nephew, but they never follow through with it, so I don't really count that as anything. And that's like the team that you feel bad for, man. Like they've never done shit. So
I ain't gonna lie to
go
you. They're
Detroit.
in my division, and I like to see them succeed.
That's what I'm saying. You can't help
They've
it.
been so bad.
So at
for
this point,
so
is
long.
Look, somebody just commented, "Go Lions." See,
Wait, so at this point, is
Oh,
Amon
yeah,
Ross
there
St.
you go.
Brown the fucking Antichrist? Is he just signing everybody in? What's going on here? What the fuck is going on here?
I'm just telling you,
I'm gonna fucking.
they're in my division. I still like to see them.
somebody put that comment up. Look,
I'm gonna
give this
rebel.
person a shout out right here. She was waiting for that. She was waiting for
yeah.
it. She was waiting for it. She said, "Go Lions!" Absolutely.
No, she
Go
was.
Lions.
They deserve it, man. They deserve it.
Absolutely. Now,
All right.
would you consider that was that the game of the week besides the Chiefs Ravens game?
Nah,
No,
fucking
I think the
Pat
game
doing
of the
that
week-
shit.
I think the game of the week was the only one that wasn't on prime time, which was Houston and Indianapolis. That should have been up there. I'm about to go rewatch that game again, and because it was so well played. I mean, it was just such a battle. It was awesome.
Right.
Honestly, I don't think outside of that, yeah, I would say the biggest fight.
I think Detroit really fell asleep there in the second half. Let
Yeah.
the Rams come back way too easy.
Yeah, I can agree.
And that brings up the discussion about Cooper Kupp. He looked good.
Well, he looked good because Puka went down.
I said he
in the
was
third
washed.
quarter.
I'll take
Exactly.
that. I said he was
Exactly.
washed.
There you go.
I said it.
So,
That's what I'm
I said
saying.
it.
So when the time came where he had to step up, he did, and he stepped up big. If
and that's
they
why I
didn't
drafted him
have
in
him,
fantasy.
If they didn't have him, that game wouldn't have went the way it went.
Right.
I put money on that.
All right, so we'll go on to the last game here. We got San Francisco 32, the Jets 19. Okay. I got a few questions, boys.
All right, let's do it.
Is San Francisco that legit? Or are the Jets just overrated because they had Aaron Rodgers?
I'll go first. I think they're overrated because they had Aaron Rodgers. I think, they just didn't look. The chemistry just wasn't mixing last night.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go overrated.
Okay, so before anybody else answers over here, up above, do you think it was because he had a whole year off, essentially, and he was just rusty? He had I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but there's this thing called ring rust, right? When a boxer's not
Right.
boxing for a long amount of time and they come back into the ring, they look rusty. Do you think this was his quote unquote ring rust game? That is a tough ass team to play. That's a tough ass
yeah.
team to play.
Definitely your first game coming off an injury after you played literally four snaps the season prior. I would say I would say it's ring rust.
Okay.
I mean, you could see it in him. He just didn't look comfortable. He didn't like the OG Aaron Rodgers you're used to seeing. So
I wouldn't say all that, bro. He got 2 targets, bro. He got fucking Garrett Wilson, and he got what's the running back?
he got
Brees Hall.
Brees Hall.
Yeah, because
So it's like he legit said it. He's like, it's either going there or it's going there. Like you got
Did
fucking.
he get hurt? No, because I'm
Who,
looking at
Wilson?
the
No.
injury report.
Well, Wilson only was hot for one drive. He had that one drive they drove.
exactly.
I think that.
And then he
no,
started
he
throwing-
didn't play
gave
that
it to who?
much.
What's bro's name?
Right.
The wide receiver.
Alan Lazard. Alan Lazard.
Lazard. Yeah, Lazard.
But see,
All right.
Lazard in the
but see,
got
I
two
think about
touchdowns, didn't he?
Rodgers and Lazard. They have chemistry. 'Cause
Yeah.
they
But
came
Lazard got
from
a
Green
touch.
Bay.
Lazard's second touchdown, but I believe Rodgers was already sitting the fuck
Tyrod.
on the bench.
It was
Yeah, he was already on the
Tyrod,
bench. Excuse me.
Yeah.
So,
don't
but
know.
yes, I think it's rust.
I don't think that they're overrated. I think San Francisco is legit just San Francisco, bro. Like I said, they built their team around a fucking rookie contract, and they got lucky with Brock Purdy. Because I will say this, like I said already, is Brock Purdy better than we the fuck think, or is it? Oh, he's surrounded by weapons. I seen him do some things in week 1 where it was like, hey, bro, this kid is like, it feels like he doesn't really need much practice to get back into the rhythm of how he's handling shit. So.
Yeah.
Well, and don't
Brock
forget
Purdy,
too.
He's solid, bro. I don't think it's just he's surrounded by weapons. I think this kid is legitimately a solid quarterback. I think he may not be a great quarterback yet, but he's above good. He's above average. And this kid is like, he's sharp, man. He makes quick decisions. He understands his vision. His reads are fucking dope, bro. And if people just overlook that shit, you're bugging.
Yeah.
E, what you think?
I don't think they're overrated. I wouldn't say underrated either, obviously, but definitely not overrated. I think that they have some key pieces, but I just think the 49ers are that good. You can't come out with any kind of rust, any kind of not chemistry. You have to be on your shit.
And shouts
Right.
out
And
to
the
Mason,
49ers
the
are only
backup, bro. Fuck.
49ers
Yeah,
are only going to get better because they're going to
Yeah.
keep getting better as the season. So
Well, I don't know. You think if the Christian McCaffrey's out for multiple weeks, you think they'll still carry?
Mason's heavy, bro. He's doing his thing. If he can continue to do that, I don't see why not. He's running like Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, that shit
Press
pissed me off. By the way,
Mason's press conference was kind of weird. He was like, they're like, when you know you're going to start? I can't really talk about that because if I say the wrong thing, that's why I hate doing this media thing. Next question. I'm like, what the fuck? Why can't you tell anybody when you knew you were going to start? Like,
he never.
Oh,
But he
man,
never
yeah,
done a
he
press
said-
conference
He said
before.
Friday. He said Friday. He did say
said
it.
that. He did say that in the
He had to
post game
retract it.
interview, but when he went to the press, they asked again, and he got really fucking weird. Like, he got yelled at for that shit. He was like,
He probably did.
I can't answer that. I gotta be careful. That's why I hate the media thing. Skip the
Yeah.
question.
He said
That's how he
Friday night.
answered. I was like, the
first
fuck?
time he answered that question, that motherfucker said Friday night.
Yeah.
I heard
That's
that.
crazy.
All right, so let's talk about
Wait,
some.
who the fuck in our fantasy took Christian McCaffrey round 1 when I told y'all?
Alex.
I told y'all.
Yeah, but wasn't he
Alex?
auto draft?
He auto drafted.
There's no way he got first round. He was auto drafted.
Yeah, he was the first pick. Remember, he was the first pick.
Crazy talk.
He was the
Oh my
first number 1 pick, and he got McCaffrey because he auto drafted.
Oh shit.
All right, let's go over some. I want to talk about some of those key injuries, right, that we talked about. Like you got
Yeah.
Jordan Love right now. I'm reading on the news here that they did not put him on injured reserve, so that means he doesn't have to miss at least 4 games. But they are turning to their newly acquired Malik Willis for week 2 to go against the
Well,
Indianapolis Colts. So
that's
that's
not
not
good.
looking good. That's
That's
not
bad.
looking good.
At all.
Right.
Against the Colts team that looked the way they did, Willis ain't gonna do it.
I might go 0-2. I think the Packers go 0-2.
Right.
Did you hear
And
about
that's
them
not
people
good.
You hear about them people sending death threats to Jalen Carter for fucking hurting for rolling on him like that? Some corny
No, I didn't
people,
see
bro.
that.
Y'all some corny
Mhm.
individuals. Yeah, there's like death threats telling me he needs to lose his job, all this extra shit. These fucking fans, apparently
So-
Green Bay.
It's
But
not
it's
like
just
he
like
blatantly
corny.
did it.
Right, he did
like,
it on purpose. Like,
it was just corny
That's
behavior.
cheeseheads, man. What are they gonna do? Come at me. Get out of here.
Corny behavior.
Oh, relax.
That
God
was
dang,
like
man.
when Anthony Barr hurt Rodgers that one year when he smacked him and fucked his shit up for the rest of the year. Barr said he got death threats from that shit, which quarterback, I get it's a serious thing, but it's fucking football. Shit's gonna
So-
happen.
it's a
So
physical.
right now, there is no update on McCaffrey. There is no update on McCaffrey whether or not he will play or he won't play right now. So we
I
don't
read
know.
something. I read something that he was already ruled out or is not looking good for week 2.
Right.
But yeah, like you said, not confirmed.
it's not even a new thing. Remember, this is something that happened like fucking 2 practices before.
Right.
Like, so it's not even a new thing. That's my thing. Is like, bro, obviously he's not going to play for a bit. This guy's more fucked up than they're willing to fucking give off. Even more so now with the way that they handled the media. He's clearly fucked up, bro, and y'all don't want to fucking admit it.
So,
Well, and
I got two.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, buddy.
I think people are just like overreacting too because like people got him in the number 1 pick overall, and
Oh yeah,
we got us hype
Oh,
around him. So yeah.
oh
It's
yeah.
definitely fantasy driven with a lot of that talk.
100%, bro.
All right, so we got Puka Nakua from the Rams. Dang, he was popping off, man. I was excited for that kid. You know what
He
I'm
was
saying?
projected to go. He was
him.
projected, over 1,000 at least.
Yeah, week 7, not returning. At least they're saying. So that's not looking good. That's not looking good. T. Higgins probably won't play against Kansas City. That's gonna the Bengals are gonna go 0-2 without T. Higgins, and not, you know what I'm saying? They don't have a 1-2. That's not good.
Burrowhead's a myth.
Outside of that, guys, that's like key injuries that I can say. Ferguson, the tight end for the Cowboys, he's
That's weak. He's for that he's week to week.
Yeah, week to week.
David Njoku also got hurt that game too. So both starting tight ends went down for each team.
Oh yeah, the Browns. Yep, he's down week to week as well. I guess the Bears, Rome Odunze.
Yeah.
Whatever. How do you say that?
Odunze.
Whatever. Week to week as well. So outside of that, guys, I mean that's kind of like the wrap up. So hey, the floor is ours. We kind of went over everything. Go Lions. Go Ravens. Cowboys suck. I mean, hey, it's life.
It's life for sure.
Okay, we can definitely talk about fantasy football. Hey, newsflash, I lost.
Yeah, 1-0. 1-0. In a big
all
way.
of us went. Can you pull up? Can you share the screen and pull up all the fantasy?
That's
fantasy
a great
scores?
question. You would think I would have had that ready.
I mean, if you guys want to look at something funny, real quick, let you guys while he's doing that. All right, here we go. You guys ready for this? Let's talk. I want to talk about Travis Kelce. Okay.
Here we go.
Okay. What's going on with the look, my boy?
What is going
Oh
on?
my god!
Okay. Like, I've got issues with the way that you look right now, and I have a picture that is side by side of what he looked like when he was with the other chick.
I saw that same fucking thing.
Yeah,
and now that when he was with a black chick versus now that he's with a white chick, and it's kind of weird. We're doing this.
It's actually like really disturbing how like
That's it right
he's really disturbing how he like looks right now.
So great looking dude on the left. I don't know if you boys can see it. And then the right, he looks like a straight pedophile.
No, literally a pedo.
So there's that. There's that, boys. So
yep.
Did you guys see it? I don't know. Did it share? I don't know if
I saw I didn't see it just now, but I've seen it. I saw it earlier today.
So,
but I'll say, speaking on fantasy football, because obviously that was supposed to be like the segment whenever I start doing it. So I just got a couple notes this week.
Right.
Your top 5 fantasy players was Saquon, Jaden Reed, Cooper Kupp, Josh Allen, and Baker Mayfield. Now, this is based off of ESPN fantasy. If you go between all of them, there's a slight point difference, but those are the top 5. I will say that there was 4 kickers that score for over 20 points. You had Jake Moody, Chris Boswell, Blake, and then you had Brandon Aubrey. Jake Moody had 26 as a kicker. I will say this. Crazy. It's a random hot take for fantasy, and this is a player to watch kind of thing. If Jaden Daniels can stay healthy, I don't think he wins games. I don't think he puts up crazy stats. But for a fantasy hot take, he's going to put fantasy points up because he runs the ball a lot. He puts the ball in the end zone with his legs, not only with the passing too. I think that the Commanders still lose. Jaden Daniels. I think Commanders still lose, but for fantasy purposes, I think that Jaden Daniels is going to put up points all year long. Because even with them losing 37-20, he still put up like it was 20 something points.
Hang on a
That's
second.
with them losing.
Just go to scoreboard.
Scoreboard.
Yeah, go to scoreboard. You'll be able to see all the scores. There you go.
Word.
And then
then
go to
change the week
NFL
one.
week. Go to NFL week. Yeah, there you go.
So
My bad. Eddie.
how did AR-15 how did he fare? Because he gave me some serious
He
points.
actually he had 26. Because he put up the 212 yards, 2 pass touchdowns, and he had that rushing touchdown.
Yeah, look, see, I had
He
you
was
see it
the
on
fourth
board right
highest
here.
quarterback.
Yeah, I
So
have
your top
I got
5
46.8
quarterbacks.
from him.
Say with your top quarterbacks, you had Josh Allen with 31, Baker Mayfield had 29, Jaden Daniels had 28, Anthony Richardson had 26, and then Lamar actually had 25. Even with, I mean, he started putting up numbers towards the end. He ended up getting 273 passing yards, 122 rushing yards. He didn't score. That's the thing. He didn't score with the rush. Put up 122 yards, and he didn't add that in there. He would have easily been the top quarterback for fantasy.
He's so exciting to watch. He's just gonna be. It's just really fun to watch him.
Anybody on? I got a question for you here. Who's the person that scored a lot of points on the bench that everybody kind of slept on? Do you got that?
I
You know
don't
who
have
that'd
that.
be?
I was looking at that today, but I don't have it pulled up right now.
Would you Jalen
Likely.
Reed maybe?
Isaiah Likely. Oh, Xavier Likely.
I just wonder if there's a way to find that out. That'd be cool to find out and know who's that guy that you probably either A, nobody picked him up, or B, he's sitting on your bench where he shouldn't have been. My biggest upset was Marvin Harris Jr. You can now ride the bench. I don't care if you score me 1,000 points. You will never play. 1.3, dude.
Salty about that.
1.3? Get out of my face. I would have at least been more competitive. God dang, dude.
Hey, you want to trade for him?
Take him. Who do you want?
What do you need? Do you want another wide receiver?
Yeah, I need a wide receiver.
I want to
What,
look
you
at let's
Keenan
look at
Allen?
Coach's name real quick, man.
No. Keenan Allen? No. Caleb Williams can't throw the ball.
All right. Let's talk. Let's be for real. Nico Collins. Nico Collins.
We'll talk.
All right. See, that's a better answer. See, I said Nico Collins, and now, so we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll talk.
That's a good lineup. Minus Marvin Harrison, that's a good lineup you have right there. Oh, I would say Montgomery was probably a player off the bench.
That was one
Amari.
that was.
I don't like
ended up
Amari
having-
Cooper at flex.
Amari Cooper is gone. He will never see the my starting lineup.
Good luck.
Kittle, stop playing with me, or else I'll do the same thing to you. But yeah,
All the
David-
tight ends.
I've already changed it. I've already moved it around. I've got Amari Cooper down. I got David Montgomery up.
Who'd you put at tight end? Oh, yeah, you had to leave George Kittle at tight end because Jake Ferguson is hurt.
Yeah. So, I think I'll be okay. I'm content. So, that's it.
I mean,
something.
all right. So we got. Obviously, I beat Coach. That's 1-0. I see Matt next week. We'll look at that schedule in a second. My wife beat E.
Yep.
That was exciting. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look. See.
That's all because
Saquon in that defense.
Because
Man.
Saquon, she's fucking sniped the shit out of Saquon. Yeah.
that's not a horrible lineup. Except for, I think
Honestly,
Chris Olave was a bust this week too.
I would, bro. With Mahomes, I would rather with fantasy. What I've seen is like mobile quarterback is the way. Mobile quarterback is the way.
But if you think about it, if you take away the Dallas defense and Saquon, she got murdered.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Mark
Because
Andrews
look,
got so I've got to start
4,
playing
3.
Oh, and Brandon
3.
Aubrey. Look at Brandon Aubrey, 21 points, kicking.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought that's what I was saying. He made that list. There was 4 kickers with 20 plus points this week. That's fucking insane.
Some people are just blessed to get picks early. Thanks, Matt.
Here he goes again. Here we go on this thing again.
Thanks, Matt.
Oh,
Never
I think.
forget.
Oh, that Mark Andrews thing fucked me up this week too in fantasy.
what
Not in this league, but another
Good.
league.
God bless.
Are you
Karma.
ready for some football and Jordan? That was a fucking tight fight, bro. Because
That was.
yeah, I watched that one close.
Yeah, it's my boy Mike and his buddy Jordan.
Yeah,
Let's see. Nothing really bad. That doesn't look bad at all. I think he was calling me last night. He said he really just he feel like he could have picked up another defense. But
That's
I mean, that's not a
interesting that
bad
he
line.
has. It's interesting that he has Josh Jacobs and Aaron Jones. Just because Josh Jacobs took Aaron Jones' spot.
Yeah.
He has them as that's a while back in little two
Good.
piece.
Go to the right a little bit. I want to see how many total they actually got. There you go. Perfect.
Yeah, Aaron Jones, he did good in our game. He looked good. My fear for him is he gonna stay on the field every game? If he can stay on the field and play the way he played, he looked good.
True. Well, you got Ty Chandler as your backup, right? As in Minnesota.
Yeah, and he didn't do shit.
No. So, well, I'm just saying. Just
I like him. Yeah, I like him, but he's not. If Aaron Jones goes down, he's not a 1. He's not an RB1.
Right. I don't know. I like another guy that stood out to me was James Conner. That was something we were going through the highlights and of each game, and that's something that I think all fantasy owners who have James Conner are gonna enjoy this year.
Yeah,
Tony and Matt.
Yeah.
but that's James Conner's another one though. He gets hurt. He's gotten hurt the last 2 years because I've had him on fantasy the last 2 years.
James Conner?
Yeah, he got hurt. He gets hurt.
Well, I think was he hurt last year or was he suspended?
I don't remember. All I know is I couldn't play him, and I had him. And when he came back, he put points up. But the problem is, you can't rely on him.
Right.
This man had 13 points, 14 points, rounded up.
True.
But on the international level, he averaged 7 points on like all the different platforms. The fantasy average.
Who? Caleb.
Caleb had 7 points as a quarterback.
What a go.
That's crazy.
That's GOAT status.
Yeah, this is wild, man. That's a wild situation. Shouts out to Tony, man. He had it rough. I know. Who did he have on the bench that went crazy?
Jalen Reed. Jaden Reed.
Yeah.
He was the number 2 scorer in all of fantasy football, and he had him on the bench.
That's rough. I think if he had him in there, he probably would have beat me.
That's crazy.
Definitely.
And then what do we have left?
It's Alex and Justin.
Wavy and Alex, yeah.
Wavy and Alex. My bad.
That was tight.
Yeah,
That was
it
tight,
was.
too.
He was yeah, Wavy was bitching the whole time. The whole way through it. Malik and Alex this is his fucking auto fucking pick team.
Saints defense not bad.
Interesting.
Yep.
Joe Burrow with that cool 17 points.
That's awful. That is awful.
Joe Cool 18 points. Burrow.
Brees Hall,
Brees Hall, yeah.
He went off a little bit.
He went off, yes. I think he was
Thanks,
he's the reason why the Jets didn't get shut out last night.
Now imagine if the Saints defense doesn't do what it does and Jake Moody doesn't get 1,000 points as a kicker. He doesn't do shit. God damn. He would have been.
Yeah, well, Puka Nacua got fucked. So
he might be screwed because Puka's gonna be out for a while. So who's on his bench? So he's gonna put in there.
His
that's a
bench
rough
is hurt.
He's got Pickens. Pickens isn't bad.
Christian Kirk's
bro.
not too
He's
great.
got fucking.
Yeah,
He's got Fields passing
Hey,
to him,
yo.
dog.
Joe Burrow on the average across the board only had 8 points for fantasy.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
So, him and Caleb were right there
And you
together.
know what? And somebody
Holding
told me,
hands.
and somebody told me that I was crazy to think. I remember I was like, they were like, "Oh, it was a friend of mine." They said, "Oh, your bias is showing with the Ravens." And I said, "No, I'm not lying." I said, "Joe Burrow's gonna be Joe Burrow. He's okay, dude. I'm telling you, he's just okay. He's not.
But
He is a great guy to just. He's like a Kirk Cousins, but a little bit worse."
You think
the
you think they missed
worst
the playoffs
quarterback
2 years in a
was,
row?
though?
Who?
You said,
The worst quarterback in fantasy was Daniel Jones with a whopping 4.9.
Oh yeah, because he looks like he's lost. He looks like he doesn't
Kirk
fucking play
Cousins with a
football.
6. Kirk Cousins had 6. Will Levis had 6. Jacoby Brissett had 8. Aaron Rodgers had 8. That's crazy. Aaron Rodgers with a whopping 8.5.
I think we need to jump over and just hear what Matt's got to say. Matt's segment that he's got. Matt, you got anything for it?
Well, one thing that just popped in my head. Do you think the Bengals missed the playoffs 2 years in a row?
Yes.
Yes. Anybody else? Anybody else?
I could see it. Definitely,
see it.
yeah.
Well, they have no running game either. Zach Moss is not great.
Honestly, that division's usually stout, and really, Browns look bad. Cincy looked bad. Steelers didn't look very good.
Right.
Ravens the only ones that show some promise, unless something turns around. That used to be one of the toughest divisions in football.
Right.
That's
Now they have a quarterback. Now they have a quarterback issue. I think all those teams have a quarterback issue outside of Baltimore.
It just hit me.
Watson's hurting.
He sounds like Hulk Hogan. That's exactly
What?
You sound like Hulk Hogan.
I do not sound, yeah, brother. I don't sound
brother.
Yes, you do.
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
When lost the yards runs wild on you.
100%. 100%.
Next time you got to come on with a freaking bandana on your head and then shave your head.
Mama
half bald.
bandana with
And a
furry
rippable
ass stash.
Yeah.
Hey, No Shave November's coming up, so
Yeah.
I've been no shaving for a
be a-
long time. My
Be a
shit's
fucking
so
Minnesota Hulk Hogan.
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
I'm not from there, so I don't talk like that.
Man, we
All
got
right.
week 2.
All
Take a look
right,
at it.
Deuce. Let's
Take a look
Deuce.
at it.
Deuce, tell us what you got, man. You
I got
gotta.
week 2, man.
Where's your,
That's all I
no.
got
Where's
for it.
where's your hot take, bro?
Oh, my hot take, bro?
What's your hot take right now?
I gave it to you kind of already. It was majority. Is that a fucking word?
Majority.
Majority. It was just the way that the pay is split for these fucking wide receivers, but it's crybaby ass wide receivers, crybaby ass quarterbacks. It's a fucking shame because the rest of the team is struggling and fucking not necessarily struggling, but at the same time, when they have to line up next to these guys and they have to work just as hard, maybe some positions twice as hard, and they have to sit there and deal with these whiny fucking crybaby ass dudes that are worried about making more than the next guy and being listed to the next top fucking paid whatever it is.
My man said he wanted $1 more than JJ just so he could say it. Like, that's fucking
dumb. And then you
stupid.
went out there and played like a dickhead, bro. So like that's what it makes it like. It highlights when I was watching these games, all these guys that just went through that shit. IU, fucking all these guys. I'm watching these games and I'm like, you're fucking every time you fuck up now, it's highlighted for me in my mind. Like you were just crying about money and you're doing that, or like every single time. And I know it's even worse for the guys that fucking paid you. So with that being said, I think we need a reset, man. And I think all these guys need to just suck it up and deal with it. I think this reset needs to happen every couple years. I think maybe every fucking 5 years, have this fucking factory reset where it comes back down and motherfuckers have to work for that again.
Which I thought was going to kind of happen. Because you guys remember when they stopped paying essentially these running backs because they're like, dude, any running back can do what you're doing. Right. And we can find one off the street and essentially do what you do. So I thought that was going to happen because the running back, if y'all remember, the running backs were going crazy. They were asking for buku dollars, and then they were injury prone. Like the average lifespan of a running back is less than anybody on the damn team because they're getting hit every time. So I thought we were going that way, that route essentially to get that quote unquote reset, but it didn't happen. So I agree, man. I think the money and the only people that it hurts at the end of the day is us, because now they got to
Money
charge more
goes
for the
up.
jerseys.
Yep.
And the tickets.
Now the tickets, you can't. You already can't go to a Super Bowl game. I'm sorry, you gotta freaking put your house up on mortgage. You gotta refinance your house to go to fucking
To sit in
Super
the
Bowl
last
game.
row of the Super Bowl. Like,
Right.
Play the
You-
nosebleeds.
You can't even enjoy the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl game is now just a flex. Oh, I went to the Super Bowl. It's more of a flex than it is anything, because the game is just okay, whatever. And it just sucks because for like the average fan, it's terrible. I can say that I've gone to a few stadiums now, and the one stadium I actually liked the most, and it was like the most affordable, and it was like the nicest, and the food was very affordable, and the food was good, was the Atlanta Falcons Stadium. Surprisingly enough, that stadium is brand new.
mhm.
I went and got some wings. It was the big daddy wings, the whole wing, that whole wing kebab. It was 5 of them with some fries, and the souvenir cup was $6. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the
Steal.
souvenir cup was $6. Usually you're paying 15, and then it was free refills. You got to pay another $3-5 for a refill. So
Definitely.
at the end of the day, yes, we paid them. Yes, we got them. We just fucked ourselves, because now everything, that money has to come from somewhere. And who is it coming from? Us, because we're the ones spending the money.
We're the
So-
the joke's on us, the fans.
Exactly. So,
I did touching
I
up
agree
on
with
that
your hot take,
Atlanta.
100%, dude.
Yeah,
Your
so
hot
it's not
take is
necessarily a
spot
hot
on.
take this week, but it's something that just. But
No,
I even brought
no,
up
it
the
is,
difference
though.
between the quarterback pay between, and it's not that crazy long ago. It might have been 30 years. Some of these guys that I brought up, but like it's that big of a fucking difference. It's like 25, 30 mil to 1.5, and we're talking fucking Joe Montana and these guys. We're talking about Troy Aikman
Yeah.
and those guys. So like it doesn't make no fucking sense. You guys haven't even shown shit. You haven't shown dick.
This is gonna go a little bit left here, but it even goes to like the fact of like the movies, right? Back in the day, I remember when I was in high school, back in 2007. I'm showing my age here, whatever. And I would take my wife out, my girlfriend, but my now wife. We would go out on a date, and I'd take her to the movies. I can go to the movie theaters with $20, and I can buy 2 tickets, a large popcorn, a large drink, and sometimes a candy. And we would walk in, walk out, and I'd still have like $2-3 because sometimes those they have like little arcades or whatever, and we would just kind of chill there until my parents came to pick me up, right? You can't even buy 2 tickets for $20 at the movies, but you're paying these damn actors $100 million to do a damn movie, and then everybody's like, "Why are the movies so expensive?" Well, because we're paying these people stupid amounts of money to just act.
Yeah.
You're not actually doing anything, because when it comes to like actually doing something crazy, you get a stunt double. So if anything, these football players deserve more, but even then, not that much. Like, let's calm down.
Yeah,
That's just the economy.
In terms of the economy, this is a big problem of what we have too. Like it comes down to that, like a lot of that shit. Imagine rebalancing all of that into like the hard labor jobs that you see all fucking day too, just to make a fucking difference. It's shit like that, bro. But at the same time, we're sitting here and watching guys bitch, legitimately fucking bitch about $25 to $30 million difference.
Yeah. And I get it. And listen, and not for nothing. Look, I coached the game. I played the game. I have kids that are in the game right now. I get it. It's a freaking grind. You're up at God knows what time. Your body's sore every day. You finally, the percentage of did you know that there's like I used to have the number on the top of my head. It was one of my speeches that I gave my kids, that there's 2,640 high schools, I think, and that's not including private schools, that's not including charter schools. And that means every year that you got to compete with 2,640 of you to go to college, right? Then that number from players that go from high school to college is so low, then that number that goes from college to pro is even lower. It's like at an 8 or 2% or something crazy. I get it. You worked your ass off, you got there, but holy shit, dude, let's pump the brakes on the dollars, man, because you're killing the fans. Because it's going to get to the point where people are just going to stop paying for this shit, and it sucks.
I get the work, I get the drive, I get all of that shit too. But then you also have to take into consideration you got to work till you're about 35. Not even. And you're going to take care of generations upon generation of
average lifespan of a NFL football player is 4 years. 4 years. Not
So with that
lifespan. I'm
being
sorry,
said-
they're not going to die. I'm just saying the average career of a is their rookie contract. Whatever the rookie contract, it's like either 3 or 4 years. So it's not very big. So,
But at the end of the day, if you end up being one of these guys that are in position to make a ton of fucking money or make the best money of their position, let's just say that you're going to work until you're about 35 years old and that is in turn going to pay off generations upon generations of your family to come. You could essentially pay 4 generations down the line are completely set, have nothing to, but you don't even need what you're getting right now in order to do that.
yeah, I mean,
So with that being said, it sounds crazy, right? When it just sounds crazy. So with that being said, bro, like let's get our teams correct. Let's balance this shit out, bro. You could fucking spend money more places. Running back alone, their career is completely short. So those guys should be making a little bit more per year to year basis, considering their fucking lifespan for their career is short. Just balance it out, make it make sense, because everybody's busting their ass at the end of the day. If you're going to put it in that terms, it's even worse for those guys because they just fought to get all the way there for that. Yeah, exactly. Let's pay the fucking line. Let's get the fucking everybody situated, bro. Don't leave it up to the quarterback to get paid extra money so he can take care of the O line. That doesn't even make any fucking sense. It doesn't make sense.
Coach, let me ask you something too to touch up on that. Your speech that you give your students every year.
Right.
We're talking about all this, money talks and all that. How do you feel about,
I hate it.
Certain school? Yeah. How do you feel about certain schools getting like NIL deals?
I think you took the innocence out of high school football when you allowed NIL deals to run through. And I get it. These kids do need it. Don't get me wrong. There are kids that need it. I have kids. I won't say from where, but I had kids that couldn't even afford backpacks. I had kids that couldn't afford clothes. I had kids that couldn't afford things. And it would be up to us coaches. I remember buying cleats for my kids. I remember buying things for my kids to help them out to get by. I remember getting groceries. Like us coaches, we do it all, right? And I get it. These kids need money. But damn it, when money is involved with anything, there is evil behind it. There's always a back to it. You know what I'm saying? And these poor kids don't need that stress. They already have stress. They got to go to school. They got to get good grades. They got to try and get that GPA up, right? Because in order to play in Florida football, you need to have a 2.0 GPA to play. No college is going to look at you if you're down that low. You need to, I always tell my kids, you got to have it up at least a 3.0 to have these bigger schools start being interested in you. So that's stress alone, right? Then you got to worry about maintaining your social life and whatnot. I do it. I deal with it all the time, man. I'm a school guardian. I walk around and I protect the kids. And I'm transitioning to be a actual police officer now. And then I was coaching. But my thing is like, I get it. People want to get paid, but just wait, man. There are players right now in college making millions of dollars. And I agree, those people need to get paid because your likeness is what's getting these schools' attention, right? Deion Sanders' name is what's getting people to go there. Hunter is getting people to watch those games and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? That's where you should get paid. But at the high school level, no, because now school programs that don't have money, that are already struggling themselves just to be relevant, have zero chance. And these powerhouses have everybody in their back pocket because their booster club can just pull it. You took the innocence out of football. Congratulations by fucking putting money into it. And again, now, where's that money coming from? Where are we getting this money? Where is this money going? What is this money doing? Is there there's obviously contingencies to them getting this money, right? What happened if what if those parents are leaning on that money and little Billy gets hurt, right? That money's no longer going to roll in because he's hurt. They're not going to pay him.
No, it's just gone.
There's so much behind this that I don't think they thought. And then let me tell y'all something. Fucking Florida coaches get paid the least. When you think of football, you think of 4 states: Florida, Georgia, Texas, and California. I'm sorry, all the other states, but we don't think about y'all. Do you guys have players that come from it? Absolutely. Don't get me wrong. There are players, great players that come from everywhere. But when you think of the powerhouses, those are the 4 states you think of. We are the least paid state, even below some of the other states. And that is crazy, man. As a position coach and a coordinator, last year I got paid $2,800. You're talking about now a kid's going to make more money than me. And if I do the math and I added it all up, the amount of hours that I spent and the money that I put in, the equipment that I bought, the stuff that I did, it was probably less than $1 an hour. And that is crazy. But a kid is going to make more money than me. That is crazy.
It's absolutely wild.
Sorry.
No.
Hey, that's why you asked the question.
Talk your shit. Yeah, talk your shit, coach.
I'm heated.
That was
man.
great.
That's another reason why I just kind of stopped, man. I kind of stopped because it's hard. It is hard because you do care for these kids and you do want to do what's best for them. And you get these kids that have these terrible stories, and you get kids that need that help, that need that, sometimes you're the person they see the most out of the day. They're there at the school all day. Then they're there with you at the football field, and they're not getting home until 7:00 at night. And then they're just taking a shower pretty much and doing their homework and going to bed. You see them more than they probably see their parents. And you learn to love these kids, you know what I'm saying, in the most purest way, and it hurts. And then you're also struggling yourself because, man, you ain't getting paid, dude. Like, there's nothing here. That's why Florida coaches leave and go get paid in Georgia. You know how many Florida coaches leave and go get paid in Georgia? A lot. If there was a statistic, it would be freaking skyrocketing high because it's bad. Mainland High School, they just won the state championship. They are down the street from us. They just won the state championship. Camden County in Georgia said, hey, man, come up here and we're going to pay you. Now, I don't know how much he got paid. There's rumors. I'm not going to spread that, but it's a lot of bread. It's a lot of $2,800, a lot of them. And the dude got paid. The school that I was at, that same coach turned a program that was shit around, did his thing, got hired in Georgia. Immediately. Georgia knows. Let me grab these dudes. And let me tell you something, not for nothing. I started in Georgia. And those facilities in Georgia are like colleges. They make JUCOs, they make D3 schools look like a joke. Those schools in Georgia are amazing. I can't speak on California. I can't speak on Texas. But those schools in Georgia, those facilities, if you want to laugh real quick, look up Buford High School. Buford High School. Look at their weightlifting facility. That thing puts some JUCOs, not some, all JUCOs to shame. That those facilities look amazing. And those guys get paid. So where is the money going in Florida that we can't get paid?
Coach Saul, everybody. Coach Saul.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Cool. We're looking at some week 2 primetime games.
God damn. Yeah, I guess we gotta give predictions.
Yeah.
Huh? You got them ready?
Oh yeah. You want to run them down? Or you want me to run them down?
Go ahead, but I don't have them ready.
Gotcha. All right, so we're looking at. By the way, Coach, that was a great speech. By the way, so
I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. We love you, Coach.
Thank you, man. I love y'all, man. It's just
it's rough out there, man.
I could go on for a minute, but I know we got a show.
Oh yeah, no. It's important. It's important to highlight though. I feel like that was a good take tonight.
It's probably gonna be clipped. So
no,
absolutely.
Absolutely.
On the Florida when you're on the Florida news for the front runner of why coaches should get paid more.
There we go.
I'll put that.
They need
together.
it, man. I'll be the guy to support.
See, like, there's no. I'm assuming there's no central union for fucking Florida coaching, right? Like, there's no centralized shit for the powerhouse states that make it make sense. So when
No.
you hear that from an outside source, a lot of motherfuckers won't even realize that, except for Central Florida to Georgia. You wouldn't understand. So for him to put that into perspective is huge. Is that a screen share? Hold on.
Justice for Florida
Yeah,
coaches.
look at that. Allow that real quick. That is Buford High School's weight room.
That's
that is Buford
fucking
High
insane.
School's. That is a high school in the state of Georgia.
My school's weight room was an old locker room. They turned into a weight room. You know what I mean?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
So
that's crazy.
all right, that's it. Let's go.
All right,
Let's go. Let's go prime times.
All right, week 2 prime time. First on Thursday, this upcoming Thursday, we're looking at the Buffalo Bills at the Miami Dolphins. Good AFC East divisional game. Who you got?
Oof.
Say it again. Sorry,
So I said who you got? Got Buffalo Bills at the Miami Dolphins Thursday.
Ooh. I think Dolphins pull it off.
Okay, gotcha.
I think so.
Yeah, you rolling with the Dolphins?
Okay.
Coach, what you got?
So. I wasn't convinced with the first half of the Bills. I don't know. That's the only thing that throws me off.
Coach?
Let's go Bills.
Really? Okay. God, Coach going with the Bills. Deuce?
Yeah.
Now, granted, Tyreek Hill doesn't get Rodney Kinged on the way to the stadium.
Fucking Scotty Scheffler.
I'm going Miami. And I'm going Miami based strictly off of what I said earlier. There's a lot of fucking... The way I feel about when I watch Jalen Hurts is how I feel when I watch Josh Allen. So there's... I'm going to throw that inconsistency out the window, and I'm going to go ahead and say Tyreek Hill is just going to do Tyreek Hill shit. Waddle's going to handle business. And Tua is just going to survive to throw the ball to those guys. So I'm going Miami. And Miami's defense isn't looking too bad right now either. So, yeah, I'm going Miami.
Yeah, I think for me, Miami is just they're too complete overall, and I'm not sure when the last time Buffalo won in Miami. The last time Buffalo won in Miami, so I think it's gonna be, I don't know, Buffalo can't play in the heat, something like that. So I'm rolling with Miami on Thursday.
Put him on the hot side.
Absolutely.
My son just looked at me, and he's a little upset. So
Is he?
I might have to change it to Miami, boys.
Okay, all right. So we're going 4 for 4 Miami.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
If they lose, I'm going to beat his ass. But
you heard it here on Loss of Yards, everybody. All right, look at this Sunday night. We got another decent matchup. Houston Texans 7-point favorite. They're hosting the Chicago Bears. Deuce, to start with you.
I'll take him. CJ Stroud, man. Caleb Williams, man. This is the thing, bro. Check this out. Caleb Williams, fucking. If he's a bust again next week, and I'm really starting to feel he's a bust, I promise you, my nails are going to be painted for next week's episode.
Coach, who you got?
I'm gonna. Oh, that's Houston all day. I think Williams has a bounce back game. He does better, but not enough to put away a very dangerous Houston team.
For sure. Houston, without a doubt.
Yeah. I don't even have to think about that. And they've already touched on why.
Yeah, that's the same for me. I don't think our boy Rig Rockers is in here, but it's for him. H-Town strong. Now I think that Bears defense will certainly make it interesting for CJ Stroud. But I still think he has a hell of a game, and like you said, I think Caleb Williams will have a nice bounce back.
CJ Stroud has dealt with difficult defenses, so I'm not saying that the Bears defense isn't the greatest, but that they can't do something to him. I think he's got enough weapons. He's got him himself is a weapon that he can handle the Bears defense, and I don't think the Bears can compete in a shootout, especially seeing because Houston's defense is nasty, and the Bears struggled against a Texan team that has who?
It's CJ Stroud.
I'll say this: I think CJ Stroud is what everybody thought Jordan Love was.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I agree. He just
That's
brings a lot of excitement.
that's a nice little hot take for you.
Yeah. Green flag for sure. No penalty flag right there.
No penalties there. We're good. We got the first down, baby. That's
Exactly. All right, and looking at Monday night, we got the Atlanta Falcons coming off a very, I don't know what you want to call it, bad loss to the Pittsburgh Steelers. They traveled
Uneventful.
Oh,
to
shit.
Uneventful,
They
yep.
just took a shit on the field.
Yep, dog
That's all
shit
it was.
loss. They go to Deuce's Philadelphia Eagles. We already know what Deuce is going, so we'll start with Coach. And
Atlanta Falcons. No, I'm just kidding. There's no way I'm voting for Atlanta. Atlanta did not look good in any aspect of the game. Their best player is Bijan Robinson, and if you can keep him contained, they're done. So, Eagles.
Eagles. I mean, we're
it's in
talking
your
about. You gotta think about it. You gotta think about what we saw last week, and they're gonna get better. I think that Jalen didn't do the best, but he'll get better. They had too many fucking weapons against a Falcons team that just shit the bed.
for sure. You'll be shocked that I'm gonna go with the Eagles. This is just I know you heard it here.
Flip it.
Flip it. You gotta clip it. Yeah, it's you'll everyone is gonna be shocked. I'm probably gonna get fucking clowned for it, but I don't know. Just the Falcons are just not who we thought we were. My hot take was Kyle Pitts is gonna catch for 1,000 yards. It's not looking that good after week 1. Kirk Cousins is going to Philadelphia, where it's very tough to play, and it's their home opener. So,
I'll even go as far as this. I'll throw a prediction.
Oh no, Matt froze. Oh, there he
There
is.
he
All
goes.
right.
Predictions going out there. Skinny Batman. You see it right here. 150 yards plus.
you know what? It froze because I went rogue against the Cowboys and chose the Eagles.
He just
Cool.
said skinny.
So
Batman.
we're all in agreement. All prime.
Yeah, that's kind of
All
boring.
across the board.
That is
Yeah.
kind of boring.
Like
You guys-
the
I thought you
primetime
guys-
games are.
How the fuck dare you, Matt? You're supposed to make it interesting.
What are you talking about? Okay, well, to be fair, I did make it interesting. Y'all all went Ravens. I went Chiefs. So I was really shocked by that.
All right. So then I'll. Oh shit! Somebody called you out.
See, there you go. I told you I'm gonna get clowned. The clowning starts right here.
Got called out.
Starts now.
What happened? I didn't see it.
Here you go.
Starts now. It starts now.
I mean, they're a 6.5 point favorite. You really think that the Atlanta Falcons are gonna do something about that?
They might, man. You're supposed to believe in that.
Okay.
I will never, ever, ever. You will never hear me do what he just did. Ever.
Dang.
Fucking history of fucking ever.
Dang. He's calling you a fake Cowboys fan. You don't want him to say that?
Damn.
You know what? As a Cowboys fan, I'm fucking used to it. I'm absolutely used to it. So I'm used to being called fake. I'm used to be called the worst fan in football, a fucking shithead, whatever you want to.
Cheerleader.
Yep, exactly. Crybaby, bandwagon. You know,
Biased, delusional.
I could say some worse things, but I'll save it. I'll save it.
Nah, bro,
Oh, my
you ride hard for the boys. I will
Oh, my
say
bad.
that, man. Even though Coach said you look a certain way in them jerseys, and even though I gave you an out, man, I gave you a clear out. I said, look, bro, you guys are making weird decisions. It wouldn't be weird if you wanted to go ahead and step away right now. I have a jersey for you. It'll fit you. It'll look great on you. Honestly, your complexion, bro, off a nice shade of green, would hit a certain fucking way. And I tried to tell him this, gave him the out. He didn't want it. You know, I can't say that.
You know what's
Right,
crazy though? You know what's crazy? How good, and I'm being sincere here. How good both y'all's teams are, right? And how dog shit the other two teams are.
Exactly. That's what makes it so great, though.
Yeah.
So it makes it so great because the Cowboys and Eagles are just gonna steamroll over Washington and New York.
Well, that's what I hated about. That's what I hated about back in the day when the Patriots were the Patriots and they were winning and all that shit. Their division was ass. No, who was competing against them at that point? Nobody. So it was a clear walk-in every time. So And division games are usually the toughest. So especially if you have two good teams. And I'm not for nothing. Washington always makes y'all nervous. Both of y'all.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's a weird
Washington's the
thing.
team that makes y'all nervous. The Giants, they're the Giants, and they suck.
They got a confused ass quarterback, bro.
Shout out to the G-men.
Shout out to Daniel Jones. Look, check this out, bro. We have to fucking. I need to know. There's got to be some type of Wikipedia on the measurement between that man's eyes.
He's still going on about this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and that
When he
was
was walking off the field, that bitch was fucking touching, dog. And look, my cat has the same thing. My cat, my orange one right here. Yusuf, come here. Look at this.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, and this was Loss of Yards.
Yes.
The boy got Daniel Jones eyes.
Oh my god, bro.
Jones eyes. I'm trying to tell you, the boy's eyes are way too close. He has no vision. He can't see where he wants to pass it.
Hey, yo, if y'all still in here, hit that like, follow button.
Bro, this man drops back from the snap and side clap straight across the field. He doesn't know.
This man do something else, bro.
We appreciate everybody.
Yes,
Let our community grow. Y'all, please like and share our stuff. Please give us a follow, man. It helps us out.
Bro.
We want to do more content. We want to do things where we go out together and set up a thing and a watch party. Like we got a whole bunch of stuff, man. We're a bunch of real dudes, man. That's all it is. I mean, maybe that sounds corny for me to say it because I'm talking about ourselves, but I think we are, man. We got dudes from all walks of the earth. You know what I'm saying? We got guys that just are into different things, but one thing that we're all into is sports, and we like to talk about it. Guys that coach the game, guys that play the game, guys that are just huge fans of the game. Like we have everything here, and we just appreciate everybody, and we appreciate all the love. I mean, our TikTok took off kind of quick, and that was awesome. I believe, what do we have? Almost 7,000 views on our videos.
Over 7. Over 7.
There we go.
So please, man, we
We're gonna have
appreciate it.
more after this Daniel Jones eye shit.
We're done with the Daniel Jones eye.
You know what you gotta do is that you gotta find a certain time every episode just to bring that shit up again.
Yeah.
That could be the ongoing thing.
Do you know what that game was about? As close as Daniel Jones.
I'm gonna get our Twitter account going off, and we're gonna get that shit hashtag.
Oh my god.
We're gonna open up a Instagram page and just post a picture of Daniel Jones's face every day. Same photo, no change. And a ruler right in front of it every day.
Closer and closer to his eyes.
That's all we're gonna do.
That's crazy. Oh, before we go, Coach, do you have a new poll for this week?
Yeah, so the poll's gonna be I kind of want to take go off of here and out. I had a different poll, but kind of going off of what my boy Deuce said in his hot take about the pay. Should we pump back the brakes on paying these guys and try and reset and maybe see if things can get a little bit more affordable, or do we continue to pay? So we'll definitely have it up, and that would be the first poll. I might do a twofer. I do kind of want to see what game you guys are all excited for as far as prime time. Take your home bias away, vote, because I don't think the Eagles Atlanta game is going to be that great. It's going to be the Eagles beating the shit out of Atlanta, so it's not going to be that exciting. But as far as like the primetime games, kind of vote for which one you like the most, and which one are you more excited to see, should I say? And that's it.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, we're live every Tuesday, y'all. Hit that like and follow button, and we will see you guys next time. Have a good week.
Appreciate it, man. We out.